Yo, what is up everyone on YouTube, and today we're going to be showcasing Liia in PvP, specifically in Guild Wars where she is extremely powerful. I'm going to basically show you in 3 of the battles that I do for today. The first battle against Liia, the second battle against Nogle, and the third battle against neither of them. And if you want to see how much damage her S3 can do without the soul burn, which is very high, make sure you check out that third battle. But it's a very powerful unit. She pretty much counters Liia and Nogle with this passive on her S3 that reduces her skill cooldowns, because if she gets reset, she can actually just get her S2 back anyways, and her S2 will decrease skill cooldowns of all allies, which will reset them back to where they were, and also full cleanse them and CR push. Pretty insane unit into Nogle and Liia because of that. Also, you're going to see her S3, when you actually get this off cooldown, because it starts on cooldown similar to Tamarin, this hits super hard, and even if you don't kill a unit with it, that extra turn, which will allow you to use your S1, which is a forced dual attack from a random ally. And in Guild Wars, because you only have 3 units, you can bring a DPS unit 50% of the time, or even 100% if you bring it with 2 damage dealers, which is insane. This hits super hard. Very good unit into Nogle and Liia, and once you get your S3 up, it's pretty much almost a free kill on non-knights. Against Soul Weavers, against Bruisers, you can do a ton of damage or even one-shot them, so it makes her very strong. With that soul burn, you'll one-shot them pretty much for sure. And this is the build that I do have her on. You pretty much just want her on speed and health. All she needs is speed, health, and defense. That is it. You don't need effect resist unless you plan to run her into higher effectiveness openers like Zio and Angel of Light. But honestly, I think just going full health, speed, and a sprinkle of defense to make sure she's not getting one shot is very good, because her S3 will scale with health. And this does a ton of damage. So you definitely want to make sure you're stacking on health as much as you can. As you can see, I have health percent accessories. Making sure your speed is above 240, 250 is very important, so you can actually cut the enemy team after their Liia or Nogle goes. You can CR push, but after that, just the rest into HP is going to be your best bet. And then for her artifact, Sweet Miracle, this is her artifact. I don't like it because it's not 100% unless you max it out, but basically what this does, it gives you health, which will make your S3 hit harder. And also you're going to see you have a chance to decrease the debuff durations of the caster by 1 turn. So this can be very good against Zios, right, if they silence you, because you can actually just get rid of the silence. You're actually going to see later on, this kind of screws me because it's not 100%, but this can make it so that Liia is good into Zio as well, but you kind of need this max to be consistent. I have it at plus 15. I might pull from her copies because she seems very strong, but we'll see. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy how she does. I think she's a very powerful unit, and a unit you definitely want to pull for. She's limited, and she's also waifu AF, and she's very powerful. So here we have her against Liia, who's opening, of course. Use her S2, and then she will S3 to reset my cooldowns here, as you can see. And then because of her S3 passive, we actually have my S2 back up. It didn't get reset. And then even though my team is actually reset here, what I can actually do is S2, get rid of all of these debuffs, including the sleep. And then bam, all of our skills are up, which is amazing. Now I'm pretty sure this should one-shot or should be very close once it's Proof of Valor, which it is. And we're gonna see it go into Savior Aiden. Luckily we miss. My Icarino is gonna pretty much clean up anyways after, because of this buff here. And this should clean up the fight here with maybe Liia living with a sliver of health. Yep, there we go. And yeah, you can just see the power of Liia here against Liia, so very, very powerful. And this dual attack makes her S1 do about like 10k there, which is amazing. Now we're going to see what she does against Nogle. Should be pretty much the same outcome, right, because they function the same way. Liia and Nogle, that is. And yes, she's going to go into Liia here. It does seal her, but doesn't matter because it's not a passive on her S2, right? It's an active ability on her S3 that gives that passive, so seal does actually not work, which is interesting. Then we're going to S2 here, and I'm going to S3 with my Briar Witch. I'm pretty sure my Lone Crescent Bellona should cut. It's a very fast Rylet actually, which is interesting. And I actually don't land on my with my Briar Witch onto the Remnant, which is very annoying.
I'm well aware of what you're planning. My tea is
And I think what we have to do here is S3. The Landy, get a bigger buff. And kind of just work my way into the Remnant Violet. And of course the dual attack, very nice. We do land. She lives with a slight sliver health, so she stays alive for the showcase here. And you can see Liia is super tanky. She tanked a Remnant Violet S3 and an S1, which is amazing. And of course she countered Nogle. Now I'm going to test her out in Zio with that artifact. And it doesn't proc. Smilegate, thank you for the 75% chance on this artifact. If it procced, I would have got rid of this silence. Actually, maybe not because of Vampiric Touch. So you can kind of see she might struggle a bit against Zios with Vampiric Touch, because I do believe this will get cleansed first. But it's very annoying that it didn't proc anyways, so whatever. Thank you, Smilegate. But the S1 is still very nice, right? That did a ton of damage. And here, I think I just silenced the... right, actually should S3 the probably I'd say the Ikarina, because I think Senya's S3 doesn't matter, but I think Ikarina's damage can be annoying here onto my Lone Crescent Bellona, because this won't provoke my ML Bellona here. She has immunity up with that dual attack. She's stunned there, and I think what I want to do is... So I can... okay. So I think what I'm going to do here is S3 the Zio, get Vigor up. So I don't think this would kill Ikarina. And yes, Ikarina's S didn't land because she was stunned, which is very nice. And get a full cleanse. You can see, even without her against Lua and Nogle, if she doesn't even proc her artifact to counter Zios, she can be okay. I kind of want to see the damage on her S3.
This is your grand finale. Any last words? The audacity of these scoundrels.
There we go.
Made it in the nick of time.
I'm just gonna S1 here. Now let's actually see how much damage this does. Onto the Senya. With animation is amazing. 14k, and that is without the soul burn. With the soul burn, would have done even more. So pretty insane unit, as you can see here. With the soul burn, that would have done like 20k. So I think Liia is a bit broken and kind of a unit that you really want to get based off this showcase, huh? But that is pretty much for Liia's showcase, guys. As you guys can see, she's very strong. Definitely a unit you must get. Hopefully Smilegate releases more units like this. I think she's pretty strong, but not like overbearingly OP, such as like Lua and Nogle were. But she seems like a very fun unit to use, and I have a lot of fun using her. If you guys actually pulled for her, let me know in the comments down below what you guys have her built on. If you guys disagree with my opinion on her, also let me know. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace.